I highly recommend working with Rebecca Wiener McGregor if you have the chance. When I reached out to work with her, and I heard about her from a friend of mine, a colleague of mine who referred me, I was going through a time of a lot of anxiety and a lot of doubting myself, despite the fact that on the surface, my business was growing and successful. And there were a lot of personal and identity changes going on that I suspected tracked back to some things in the past that I thought I had already dealt with. Hypnotherapy actually was a powerful modality for me years back when I was healing from traumatic birth of my daughter and many things that resulted from that over the years. And, I had tried a lot of things over the years to, keep my mindset in a good place and to be the leader that I knew I wanted to be. But honestly, coming back to hypnotherapy in 2019 was like coming back home again. And here's the interesting thing that I thought, I don't need to go back to my daughter's birth and all these family things. I didn't really want to, but actually, it's exactly what I needed. And not only did I immediately start to see the results of that in my calmness, my feeling collected, my anxiety going down, but I was able to continue to lead and grow my business without any heavy weights of past things that were in the background. They weren't at the top of my mind, but they were dragging me down. And I didn't even realize those were the things that were dragging me down. So I definitely didn't have any hesitations or concerns because I knew that hypnotherapy was such a powerful modality. And I trusted Rebecca because just that first call that I had with her, I just felt safe and I felt seen and I felt heard. And when you are a leader in your business or in your company or, whatever your place is where you're looking to grow and stretch yourself, there's not many safe spaces. There's not many places that you feel like you can literally cry buckets, which I did under hypnotherapy, and that you can say things and not feel like you have to censor yourself and to just really, really release it all. So what changed after working with Rebecca was not necessarily, it was obvious, definitely my anxiety levels went down, but I actually saw the effects for several years after that. Whenever 2 years later, we made the decision that my daughter, who is significantly handicapped, and I'd come to terms with that and healed the trauma, when it was time for her to move to a group home, I was in such a good place about it. I mean, it wasn't easy, but I was able to let go and let her move to this next step that was necessary for all of our family and for my own health. I was able to do it. It really surprised me with the ease in which the transition happened. And I know that's because I had done that deeper healing work 2 years before, that it just kept having ripple effects for me. So if you are having any layer of anxiety, self-doubt, feeling this sense of dread sometimes, feeling this sense of fear of the future. And you have some sort of suspicion that it's related to past things, but because it's in the unconscious mind, you probably can't connect the dots. This is exactly where you need to go. You definitely want to reach out to Rebecca and definitely book a call with her, get to know her because her work is powerful and deep, and the ripple effects will benefit you for years to come.